If you make sourdough bread, you might be wondering what to do with the discard left over from feeding your starter. Well, I've done a lot of different things with it. I've made pancakes, cornbread, focaccia, pizza, or even big soft pretzels. But my go-to recipe is waffles. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I make waffles using sourdough starter. To feed the starter, first remove 200 grams. This is the discard that's used to make the waffles. Replace the discard with 100 grams of water and 100 grams of flour. Put the new starter aside to grow. To mix the waffle batter, combine 2 eggs, 120 grams of milk, that's a half cup, 40 grams of oil, that's 3 tablespoons. I use coconut oil. I'm sure any other oil would work. You could also use melted butter. And the 200 grams of sourdough starter discard from the feeding. Whisk together thoroughly by hand or with a mixer. It takes a little mixing to fully incorporate the starter. Then add 6 grams of salt, that's 1 teaspoon, 6 grams of baking powder, that's 1½ teaspoons, 25 grams of sugar, that's 2 tablespoons, and 120 grams of flour. That's 1 cup. I use the same flour that I make bread with. I'm sure all-purpose flour would also work. I often double this recipe except for the starter, and everything works out fine. Now mix all the ingredients thoroughly. Make sure that you don't mix too much, because if you do, the gluten could start to develop, which could make your waffles tough. I use an old waffle iron that was given to my in-laws for their wedding. I preheat the waffle iron while I mix the batter. I brush oil on both sides of the waffle iron. I found it works best to oil it only before the first waffle. When finished, I don't wash it too thoroughly. I just wipe it out with a damp cloth. If I wash it too much, or if I use non-stick spray, my waffles will stick. I pour the batter into the waffle iron, just filling it enough so that the iron doesn't show. As the waffles cook, steam will come out of the waffle iron. I don't time them, I just wait for the steam to somewhat subside. I'd guess that it takes around 10 minutes. I check, and when the waffles are golden brown, I take them off of the iron. I put any leftover waffles in a plastic bag and put them in the freezer. I can then thaw them and pop them into the toaster for an easy, delicious waffle anytime. Okay, here's a nice waffle that we made out of our discard from the starter. And let's give it a taste. That's good. There's a lot of other things that you can make with that discard too. So you can make pancakes, you can make, I've made soft pretzels out of it. Lots of different things you could make with it if you put your mind to it.